Hello, this is Duntov. So today, as you can see, I'm at the Mirage site here. Future hard rock site. So today is Thursday, September 4th, 2024. Alright, so I'm across the street here. I'm like in front of this McDonald's and stuff across the street. So I'd like to give a shout out to Elias. He gave me the heads up yesterday about this new guitar tower. So I want to show you. He sent me a picture that he saw posted online. If we look at the guitar tower, we can see they have started putting up the blue glass. So you can see right there. So if you saw my video last week when I was here, I was showing, when I did it up over the wall, I was showing the guitar outline. So they're starting the glass for that. We'll see if they lift any into place while we're here. You can see this orange and white crane. That's the one lifting the glass right now. But it's going in. So you can see how like it's gonna be with the different levels. So you got the blue glass and then you got the white. That's even with the different level of the floors. So there you go, we got glass going in. We'll see if they lift something else while we're over here. I never filmed from this spot, but I knew if I did it from the Venetian, the high point, you can't see this side, so that's why I wanted to come over. All right, let's give a shout out to the iron workers. We can see right here, so this is where the Atrium used to be. We can see right there, they have that crane. I think my last video when I was filming from the Treasure Island parking deck, we saw them putting up some steel beams. And we could see it again here. We can see right there, iron workers, local. Is that local 433? So shout out to iron workers for getting this thing going together. We can see them right there. Trying to figure out what I'm looking at. I don't know if it's this top beam that they got. We could see the crane there. Trying to see where the cables are. It looks like it's hooked up to this big beam that's going across. And for these beams, so it's something new. Hopefully I'll remember to put it in the description in the bottom of the video. But there is actually a Treasure Island cam he sent the link to, and the link we're able to see it pans along the strip, and then it ends looking over this Mirage site, and that you could get a good view of this iron work they're doing, where it looks like they're putting kind of the shape, kind of loud here. So they're putting the steel as the shape of the old Atrium. You could see it from the top there. So, you know, could they just be raising this higher to put a couple levels and then gonna still have the Atrium go back in? Because the original rendering, it did have that. So, just curious. So something to keep a look at. So check the description. Hopefully I'll remember to put that link in there. Thank you to John for emailing me that, because I never knew they had that link. All right, so if we look from this side, we can see the cranes. This front crane, it's lowering a piece of steel right now, and then you can see the back crane spinning around. And then we could see they also have they're pumping concrete up here also. We could see the, when I was walking up, the arm was in a different area. Now they moved it. All right, so we can see them climbing up right here by this, by these forms. So they should be, according to how they were doing it last week when I was here. So they're pouring this one, and then they'll move the pump over to this one where they're climbing up now. Oh, and thanks for all the comments. I made a comment they were putting something down into those forms, and I didn't know what it was. So everyone, thanks for the comments, that they are like a special vibrating, you know, so it vibrates to get all the air bubbles out of the concrete. So that is something I never thought of, but I guess it is something you need the way they pour it in there. So, you know, maybe we'll even see them put one in there now. It's kind of hard for me to see the viewfinder right here, but
he's a king, mama, but you better marry this guy right here. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, you the man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Alright, hopefully the music isn't coming through too loud. They got it blaring again at these, I'm on that side where all the music goes. Alright, so it is Thursday. All you football fans out there, I know I'm excited. My team's not playing yet, but we do have football starting tonight. Cowboys against the Eagles. So we'll see how, you know, we're officially started tonight. Happy for that. But of course, got to wait till Sunday morning for the Raiders. They're going to be out on the East Coast playing the Patriots. So from lift view, it's kind of weird. If you look at this back crane, how we can hardly see it. From here, it looks like it's just mounted right on top of the guitar tower. I'm surprised they haven't raised this up yet, because you could see, at least from this perspective, how close it looks to these floors now. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't raise it up this weekend. And we could see that they're lifting some of the forms for the, just had a form for one of the rebar cages. They're moving fast, even if this other one just spun around. Now it's already coming back. I can't even tell what that is up there. Oh, some kind of cage. Then you can see the other pump arm right there. All right, so from here we're gonna look, so we could see somebody on a lift over here. Looks like he's, I don't know if he's grinding or welding. I saw some kind of sparks going. So he's welding something on there, but if we look, you got the guitar shape coming up. You can see the curvature there. And then if we look at all, you can see all the safety fencing and stuff, but that's the going up to be the shape of the guitar, the rounded edge of it. As they keep removing out the different forms, then it's easier to see, you know, what they're doing. Alright, I want to look back over here. I don't remember this wall. Oh, we got the bus, of course. Alright. Right in front where they're doing this ironwork here, we could see the tearing up over here. And then if we look through the building, we can see right here, you can see through the, you can see straight through the building. So back on that other side there again, that's where the theater is getting built. You can see the two cranes back there. And then if we keep panning to the left there, we look at the giant marquee sign, we can see how they are almost done pulling all the skin off of it. The old Mirage part of it. Only part I could see is right at the very top. That's about all they got left, where you could still see where half the Mirage name is up there. So if I had to guess, I would say that this thing, they would get it, you know, get it refinished for the new Hard Rock Way. And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't start, you know, putting stuff on the marquee, you know, coming soon, and advertising at least the other properties also. So that would be my guess. All right, I just heard the horn, and we could see some glass going up. There you go, you can see, so it's going to that other edge. You can see how much smaller that piece of glass looks compared to the other one. Oh no, maybe they're gonna spin it around. That might be the inside. If I had to guess, yes, that's the inside. So the inside finishes that brownish color there. Start spinning it. I got my tripod locked. I'm trying to get a picture of this also, so I got my cell phone. Alright, I'm back to my camera here. So it looks like they're going to start spinning it, no? Music's really loud, and then we even have people singing to it as they're going by. Not sure if you could hear it.
She's done for the day already.
So once they flip it, we should see the white finish for between the floors there, and then this longer piece of blue glass. All right, so if we compare it though, you can see the brown part, and if we look at this, so you can see how there is the blue squares there. That's actually not the glass. There you go. See how that is there. So I like that blue color. That'll look pretty cool. Alright, so I was told by somebody that knows some of the people working on this project, and they said that the glass on the Mirage actually has real pieces of like gold flake in it. So I'm not sure if that means that they somehow recycle the gold out of it, or not sure, but supposedly there's real gold in that glass, so the glass wants to be saved is what I was told. So supposedly all that glass is coming off the building, so that would be pretty cool to watch that also. So if you are watching this video and would like to follow along with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That way you can watch the progress of this guitar tower as well as the transformation of the old Mirage building. And if there's anything you like about the video, if you could give me that thumbs up, that helps the channel out a lot. And make sure to leave me some comments, good or bad. Alright, so see how they lower that in. I'm not sure how it fastens on there. I mean, if we look at the side here, somehow it goes in. You can see right there. Trying to make out, I can't tell in the viewfinder. That's as far as I could zoom. I don't know if that's like a hook, but like rests in there. I can't tell. Hopefully once it's downloaded we could see how that goes. But I would say it's like a slot and it just kind of slides in, and then somehow they fasten it in. And there you go, another piece in there. I want to go up on the Venetian, up on the walkway area, but before I go there, because I don't think I have access to this area. So we can see, all right, where the iron workers are, and they're putting up, that's like the rounded area over the Atrium, but then we can see to the right over here where it looks like they're kind of making the iron work come up even with these other levels. So this must be how they're gonna like connect the tower to the original building right there. You can see the steel going across both sides there, so pretty interesting. All right, and then also before I go, we're gonna look up at these other levels. We can see all these platforms for the floors where they did remove, like down here, but then we can see how they still have over there. I know, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before, we did see the one front tower crane removing one of these, and then they were moving it to the next level. So they probably won't move these out, like this level here, until they get these columns poured. That way they could start setting up, you know, the next level there. So But if I had to guess, I would say they're gonna raise this back crane this weekend. Because at least from this view, it could just be an optical illusion from my vantage point, but that crane just looks very close to the level now. All right, so they almost got that piece of glass they just lifted up into place. So I am gonna make my way to the walkway at the Venetian so we could check out. You know, we pretty much get a view of the other side there. So we're gonna head on over. I was just getting ready to walk away and I heard some noise here and I could see they're working on the sign again. Right here it sounded like he was cutting something off on this side. I can't see what he's working on though. And then they have, you could probably hear it. And then we also have, they're going up with this lift over here. Alright, I'm going to make my way to up top the Venetian. I should be able to see this sign still from over there. Alright, so I'm at the Venetian. I'm on a different spot I've never been to as I'm working my way up. See, they're lifting up that box right there. All right, so there's a concrete pump here. So that's not the one that saw them using before. It looks like this is the one getting used right now. We can see the arm coming up. There you go. All right, so you get a good view though over here of this front crane. Oh, I got some visitors right here. I don't know if I'll be able to get them in. There we go. Thought I saw something moving right next to me here. If they wanted to be in the video. But all right, so as I was saying, the front crane is a lot taller than the back one. So my guess is it's going up soon. And then this is a good view also. I never really paid much attention to it. If we look at the tower, the top floors you can see right there. But if we look at these lower floors, they actually come out farther on this side. If you look past these olive trees here, we could see how they come out a little farther. So I'm not sure how like the guitar gets, how that goes in. I don't remember now if the guitar shape started on this other level. Oh yeah, kinda. We could see the curve right here. We can see the curve of the guitar. That would be like that one right here. So the bottom floors are more, you know, just the base of the guitar tower area. All right, and then we could see how they have the brace, get a good view of that brace holding that tower crane in there. And then if I show behind the Mirage building, we could see the clouds. We got the storm making its way. They did say a chance of rain today, and it's coming down over the mountain. So that is on the west side there. So that would be like the Spring Mountains, they would call them. If you've ever been to Vegas, if you want to go see something really nice, head out there. Go to Red Rock Canyon over there. Really beautiful. It's a federal park, so go check that out if you want something to do outdoorsy. I know in the summer it gets really busy, but on during the winter months and stuff, it might not be as busy where you don't need reservations. I think you pay by the carload. When I first moved there, it used to be free and then $5. Now, not sure what it's up to. Probably 25 bucks a car, but it's pretty cool. You can hike. You could. There's a scenic loop, like I think it's a 13-mile loop. Might be off on the miles, but drives through all the red rocks up there. All right, I'm gonna keep making my way up to the main walkway here. Okay, I made my way to the walkway at the Venetian here, and the first thing I'm noticing is they're tearing down some of this wall over here. If we look at this lower structure, you got the palm trees right by the main Mirage building, and then we can see back here that they're tearing them walls out. As I was walking up, I thought I saw some debris falling, but I don't really see anyone over there now. It was falling kind of where that blue container is right there. Now, if you remember the Mirage, we could look at the front here. They used to have a little tram that would go from the Mirage to the Treasure Island. And these are the glass doors, pretty much where it would drop you off at. Because the Mirage and the Treasure Island both used to be owned by Steve Wynn. So they had them connected, so it was easier just to get to each of them. But yeah, I don't remember seeing that wall knocked out over there, so looks like it's open. I'm gonna try zooming in. Maybe after it's downloaded, we'll be able to see. That kind of looks like the inside of the building there. And we've got some kind of big piece of equipment in there too. So let's check out up top there where they were pumping the concrete. Can't really make anything out, like what exactly, if they're pumping it right there, but there's a lot going on, more and more every time we come out here now. Just like at the athletics ballpark, you know, it seems like there's more and more people working on site, and they got a lot more going on both places. So again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and follow along with us as we watch them, you know, build this new tower, transform the Mirage into the Hard Rock, and we will watch the athletics ballpark go up. And it's football season now, so here and there I'll throw in my game day experience. I like to record the tailgating and just some of the game and stuff. So even if you're not a Raiders fan, I'll forgive you, but you know, it's just a fun time. And you'll see in those videos that, you know, we get a lot of the visiting team come to Vegas because they, you know, it's a good excuse to come to Vegas to go watch your football team. So we welcome everybody. I wish it was more all silver and black in there, but it is what it is. So I would like to thank everybody for watching, and I will talk with you guys next time.